All right, 1 week meal prep round 2, guys. If you didn't see the last video, we're set out to try to make the perfect meal prep 5-day, 5-course, hold on, let me word properly. 5 days, so like a work week worth of meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, you know, if you got a hard job or whatever, you don't have to think about food at all. You just grab it out of the fridge. You prep it all Sunday, and then Monday when you go to work, you've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner already figured out. And not only that, the goal here with this series is to get to a grand total of 1,600 calories a day. So for lunch, we already did breakfast. Breakfast was about 380 calories. For lunch, we're gonna be at about, I think, 580 calories, and it's also gonna be very filling. The breakfast came out great. We're starting off here with some rice. I'm adding a cup of rice and then 2 cups of water into a pot and bringing it to a boil. You could use like already made rice, instant rice, whatever you want. Yeah, 528 calories is gonna be this one. Now, like I said, check out the breakfast. It came out really good, super tasty. I ate it and was full for hours. So I think you will be too, but you know, let me know in the comments. So we'll bring that water to a boil. Now, while it's boiling, we're gonna prep our chicken. We want 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. We're gonna put them onto a cutting board here. Uno, dos, if I can get the second one out. You know, we discussed in the last video, hey, isn't it boring to eat the same thing 5 days in a row? Yeah, it could be, but you know, sometimes you gotta be boring to lose weight. But I will say this too, like the breakfast came out great. I won't mind eating that 5 days in a row. Now, would I wanna do it every single week? No, probably not, but that's why we've talked about, hey, if this video does well, we'll do 5 or 3 new recipes for the week after. So take 2 chicken breasts and cube them up. I'm thinking we want like pretty bite-sized pieces, not anything huge. Once that rice comes to a boil, at least for my history of cooking rice, we will turn off the heat and cover it and let it sit for 15 minutes, but I'll double check the packaging. It should be what it is. It's usually what I have to do to cook rice. All right, I'd definitely say it's boiling, so I'm turning the heat down to low and putting a cover on it. I'll just take it off the heat for a second while it cools, because right now the stovetop is still piping hot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch the eye. That's the way to go. That way I can use this already hot eye for the chicken that we need to cook. So what we'll do is we'll throw a little olive oil onto another pan. And once that gets hot, which will go pretty quick for me because mine was already heated up, we can just dump our chicken in there, like so. And then we want to take a teaspoon of smoked paprika, spread that on the chicken like that. A teaspoon of onion powder as well onto the chicken, just give it some flavor. You could pre-mix these in a bowl if you wanted to. Teaspoon of garlic powder goes in there, and then a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Take my spatula and let's stir that around a little bit. Make sure all the chicken gets coated with the spices. And we want to cook the chicken fully through till it's not pink and it's reached 165 degrees internal. Not a challenge, not a hard thing to cook, but you do want to make sure you cook it fully so you don't get any of that there salmonella. Okay, so we need to make oh man, cheaply designed lid there. Make sure all my cameras are still on. It took me a very long time to find my dried dill. I found it. So we got some Greek yogurt, just plain vanilla Greek yogurt. And we want 1.5 cups of it. Can I just dig this thing in here? Yeah, there's a cup. All right, 1.5 cups of plain Greek yogurt into a bowl. Try to make less of a mess than I just made. Then we want 2 tablespoons of light mayo. Our chicken's still cooking over here. I gotta remember to keep an eye on it. You know me, I'll forget. 2 tablespoons of light mayo. 2 to 3 tablespoons of a buffalo sauce. I'm gonna use the Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce. And I'll use that same measuring cup. I'll just do heaping, so it'll be like 2.5, 3. A teaspoon of dried dill. This is what took me forever to find because I had it labeled dill weed, which was confusing. A half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I hate to waste this big bowl, but I guess I'm gonna do it. I need lemon juice, the juice from a lemon. And I really only need 1 teaspoon of it. That was a nice big juicy lemon, so more than enough. And a pinch of salt, just a pinch goes in there as well. Stir this up and we're gonna have basically an amazing, but low calorie, creamy ranch dressing for the top of this. Creamy buffalo ranch dressing for the top of our chicken, and that Greek yogurt's going a long way there to keep it good on the macro side. We should check the internal temp of our chicken. We're probably really close. The rice is probably really close. Been going for a while. The whole hunt for dill October took me a long time. You can set this in the fridge while you wait. Actually, it's even better than that. If you have yourself something like this, These are little, basically Tupperware things to hold sauces. They would be ideal. I'll see if I can put a link. These aren't sponsored, but got them at Walmart. But really what you want is like 5 of these, because like I said, we're meal prepping 5 days, and just divide your buffalo sauce between 5. Just check my chicken. It's like at 150 degrees or so. So I'll continue spreading out my buffalo sauce. I do have 5 of these. I had forgotten I ordered them, but I'm glad I did. Because this would be perfect. If you're going to work or whatever, you just bring one of these with you. And hopefully no one at work steals it. See, this is much better. Now I can just put my lids on and I can store them in the fridge. Now again, we want to add some bulk to this to make sure we're nice and full. Not everyone likes celery, but it sure does the job of filling you up. All right, our chicken is at 165, so I'm gonna add, well, dang. It's not fully at 165 in all spots. I thought it was. And it's really close though. I'm a little bit of a nervous chickener. To our chicken, now that it's at 165, we're gonna add another ½ cup of the red hot sauce, buffalo sauce as it were, to the chicken, like so. And I'm gonna turn my heat down a little. I'm just gonna toss that into the buffalo sauce and let it boil for a minute or two until it gets nice and coated. Probably for like 2 minutes. Our rice is done. I just tested it. It's good to go. I'm gonna wash these carrots and celery and we're almost done, guys. Easy peasy. Now, it would probably honestly be a lot easier to use pre-shredded carrots, but I didn't do that. So I actually bought full carrots. I'm just gonna shred them by hand like this. And we basically want 3/4 of a cup of carrot. Honestly, that might just be 1 carrot. Like really, that already looks like enough. Let's see, a little bit more, a little bit more. Then we also want 3/4 cups chopped celery, and you can add a little extra of this. We're talking super low calorie foods now. It really just depends on how much you can fit in your compartment more than anything. All right, our chicken has been kind of sitting in this sauce for a few minutes. I'm gonna turn off the heat and just set it aside for our assembly step, which is almost here. We just need some green onions. Green onions, same idea as the celery. Just chop them up into little bits. And this will be a part of our final lunch, which is gonna be super good. Probably need a little more green onion, but I can chop them in a minute. So I'm gonna take the chicken out and put it in a bowl so it's out of the way. And we're gonna keep our heat on and we're gonna add 3 cups of rice frozen cauliflower. There's 2 cups. So basically it's a whole bag of it. And this bag is, how big? 12 ounces. All right, so we're setting our chicken aside, that's right. The rice cauliflower is going. We can of course mix it up into some of this sauce. We don't mind having some sauce on it. Get it a little buffalo-y. We want to cook off all the steam. It's frozen, so it's going to take a few minutes to get basically dried out. Now I took out some of my little containers here. This should make 5 servings. So I took out 4, and I figure I can do like the last one on a plate since I'm going to eat it. And I'm going to take like 2 tablespoons of green onions into each one. That's just our way to kind of put this away. And I knew I didn't have enough green onions, but I can make more. For all intents of purposes, well, I got 3 worth. Then 2 tablespoons of carrots. 1, 2. You're gonna assemble this when you eat it into like one big bowl. We wanna keep the veggies separate so they don't dry out. 2 tablespoons of carrots. And then 2 tablespoons of celery as well. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm not paying attention to the cameras. It's a weakness I have, forgetting to pay attention to the most important part. Again, like I said, you could add more than that when it comes to the veggies. They're not gonna add a ton of calories, so if you wanna cheat a little, that's where you'd cheat. 1 and 2. So there, at least we got a spot for our veggies and a spot for our food. We can set these behind us. Okay, so this is pretty much dried out, which I like to see. I am going to take my cauliflower, and I guess I'm gonna dump it in with my rice. Now the trick here is, you know, we're kind of cheating. This way we don't have all rice, so it's not as dense, not as caloric, not as sugary. It's got some cauliflower in there too to help the health, but you won't even really be able to notice that you're eating cauliflower as well as rice. It's a little life hack. A little bit of a life hack here. Let's mix that all up. There we go. Now we can basically assemble. So I got a plate for my 5th one because I couldn't get a hold of 5 of these containers, only 4. So I'm basically gonna take my carrots, my green onions, and my celery and just put them on a plate here for me for now. We need some black beans. So I'm gonna drain and rinse 2 cans of black beans. All right, I'm back. I cut myself a little bit. Got myself a little bit of a cut with the can of beans. It was a very sharp can of beans. So here's what we wanna do to assemble. Maybe I'll use a spoon. or this little scooper. I'm gonna take a scoop of our rice cauliflower mix, and that's our bottom. Do that. I wonder if these are too small. These might be too small. You could get away with bigger ones. I don't know, it's all right, it's not bad. Like I said, my 5th one is just gonna be on a plate because I only got 4. Spread that out a little more. We'll do the same thing with the chicken. Divide it in 5 bits. I'm not really sure how much that'll be, so I'll just do a couple passes at it. Yeah, it looks pretty even. And then one more time, this time with our beans. Now our beans are technically supposed to go in the same spot as the rice. This is where it's gonna start getting crowded, but that's all right. So you might want a bigger thing, a bigger bowl. There we go, like that. And then one more for mine here. Look at that. Now, this is your meal prep kind of done. Plus you remember we have our little ranch buffalo chicken sauces. So this is what you'd take to work, right? Like that. Isn't that nice? Good little solution. Now I'm gonna try it and tell you if it's actually good, because I don't know. And then we'll go over the macros so you know exactly what you're in for. So basically, ignore my mess. We would mix this, it's lunchtime at work. We want our hearty lunch. We literally just mix this all together. Our green onions, our celery, our carrots, all that stuff gets mixed together like so. We then take our buffalo ranch and put it atop it like so. And I'm pretty sure you can use the whole thing like that. And then that is your lunch. Seems pretty good to me. Let me try it. Some chicken, some beans, some of the rice. Oh, wow. Whew, that was good. That's incredible. I could definitely eat that for every meal. Now, if you're keto, you can just do all cauliflower rice. That's gonna cut your carbs down significantly. But as this stands, 528 calories, 53 grams of protein, 42 carbs, 15 grams of fat, 10 grams of fiber from those beans, and it is stinking delicious. Highly recommend this one. Super filling, super tasty. Don't go anywhere. Well, do go somewhere. If you haven't seen the breakfast one, go watch that. You make those egg bites for breakfast, this for lunch, and then dinner in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and have notifications on so you don't miss it. That dinner will take us to the full 1,600 calories. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.